Hello everyone, today I'm going to be going over my matrix for appropriate technology tools. This matrix is going to be one of the most valuable resources in the classroom. While I don't have a classroom of my own yet, I did design this in a way that would benefit students in the Gen Ed setting. The idea here is that students will have access through multiple resources to learn. I have equipped myself across 5 subject areas. They are reading, writing, math, social studies, science, and social skills. The tools vary from low to high tech because not all students are the same, and what may work for one student may not work for another. I think providing a resource and having the students communicate whether it's working for them really is key, and that's the purpose of this matrix, is having a collection of resources to locate easily instead of having to scavenge for a tool in the midst of writing lessons, teaching, grading, and thousands of other things that teachers have to do throughout the day. The hardware that is seen across the board would be the use of a computer, iPad, Chromebooks, interactive smart boards. All of these things are easily accessible and can be found in most classrooms. So here are some examples of the software that I was able to find for reading. I've included links and apps in order to locate the exact resource more efficiently. So here are some tools that I found for reading. We have magnifying apps. A lot of them are free to download. Text-to-speech, along with start to finish read aloud books. I actually found this really neat collection of read aloud books on YouTube. And this is really beneficial to students who require that the book be read aloud. They have a visual representation, and best of all, they can see this visually and can be accessed from anywhere. Let me go ahead and take you there so that you can take a look at this. I subscribe to this channel, and if you take a look, they have all sorts of books ranging in different reading abilities. But yeah, I thought that was pretty neat. So let's go back to the matrix here. And for writing, there are tons of resources like Type It For Me, Typing Club, which will help students be able to practice their typing, which as a result of that will help them in their writing skills. Draft Builder, we have Sentence Starters, Word Prediction, which also helps with typing. Google Chrome Voice Recognition, which creates turns speech to text. And another neat website that I came across was Ginger Software. This actually helps with not only dictation, but also uh, grammar. And so as students are typing, it will help with sentence structure, punctuation, spelling, which is this is a really neat resource. Okay, so that was for writing. Let's go ahead and move on to the next task, which is math. For math, I came across talking calculators, electronic math worksheets, and something that's really neat is toytheater.com, which is a bank for virtual manipulatives and math games. So we have, if we click on math and then we go on to manipulatives, it'll take us to a bank of virtual manipulatives. And this is very beneficial to students who need that extra assistance in grasping concepts that may be abstract. One of the things that I came across for social studies and science is the use of virtual field trips. AR, augmented reality, and VR, virtual reality, are becoming increasingly popular in classrooms, and I think it's mostly due to the ability it gives teachers to design authentic and innovative learning spaces. It's a really neat way to give students the opportunity to explore. And so for social studies, um, tools such as Eyewitness Eyewitness allows students to go back to a particular point in time in history, and it allows them to experience what it would be like to live in that era. Um, Science field trips, discovery education has really cool virtual field trips. It allows them to explore and see things from the point of view through space exploration, all sorts of topics through discovery education. I think that's a really valuable resource. So is Google Expeditions. So this brings us to social skills. There are different stories that help teach students how to identify different feelings and emotions or expressions. So there are stories, there are various apps. There's Learn with Rufus. Rufus is a dog that helps students learn the facial expressions that correspond to feelings and emotions. There's Give Me Five, that's another app. There's also Camp Discovery for Autism. There are different games there that students can also learn the social skill of emotions through a more interactive format. There's also a Heckerty, and let's go ahead and click on Heckerty. Heckerty and the Cowboy, there's different stories and various scenarios. I think it's a fun way for students to learn social skills. In the area of social skills, I think that one of the design strategies that would be most effective would be through the use of role playing or social learning. That may not apply for all of the subject areas. Um, Across the board, UDL, Universal Design for Learning, I think would be effective. Some PSYOP strategies, continuous modeling, especially for reading, continuous feedback across all subject areas. And I would definitely consider concept mapping in writing and social learning when reading or reading with peers. Um, I think all of these would be really effective. I think that creating this matrix exposed me to a world of resources that I didn't necessarily know were available. And I think that while these may be beneficial to SPED students, I think that this is an opportunity to implement these in a gen ed classroom setting, because I think that everyone can benefit from these resources. And once again, I do think that this matrix is going to be one of the most valuable resources in the classroom. I plan to print this out, put it in a ring, and hang it up in the classroom where it's visible, because I want to be ready to facilitate learning for all students. So that's pretty much it, and thank you guys for watching.